Bob Costas along with Mike Fratello at the Charlotte Coliseum. As some of you may have heard, Marv Albert's mother, Alita, passed away earlier this week. That's why Marv is not working here this weekend. Our condolences to Marv, to his brothers, his wife Benita, his children, the entire Albert family. So we are without one of the greatest basketball announcers of all time, and we'll step in here, try to carry the day, and have a little bit of fun. Mike? The East is in the white. The West uniforms, David Robinson of San Antonio, Magic from the Lakers in red. East leads the series 26-14. Since the East won 5 in a row between 80 and 84, they've alternated victories the last 6 years. The West winning in odd years, the East in even. So based on that pattern, it's the West's turn. Last year, Magic was the MVP in the game played in Miami, despite the fact that his team lost. Karl Malone from Utah's got it, and we're underway. Kevin Johnson and Magic Johnson in the backcourt. Ewing on Robinson. First shot of the game for David Robinson. Ewing made him change it, and Barkley's got it. Here comes Michael on the wing to King. Loves it from there. Followed by Ewing.
Bernard King in that left lane, which is so familiar to so many people who have watched him all these years. What a great season he's having.
Jordan on Magic. Karl Malone, the mailman, ties it at 2. Kevin Johnson on Joe Dumars. Not unaccustomed to the point. Even when Isaiah is healthy, he plays a lot of point for the Pistons. Confusion, and the pass sails over Barkley's head.
That's a pretty familiar matchup, by the way, from about a week ago. Phoenix goes into Detroit and beats the Pistons there, and Dumars played him the entire game.
Johnson at 28 with 14 assists. Misses that one. And the rebound for Ewing. Dumars from 20. Got a shove in the back, no call. Loose ball out of bounds. And Mike Mathis says, stay right here. King averaging 30 points a game for the Bullets. Has it baseline. Off the back iron, nothing but red shirts there. It's Karl Malone for the rebound. Kevin Johnson trying to lead David Robinson too long. Magic comes in. Flip to Mullen. Now David Robinson.
And Magic knows that in these first 5 minutes, he's going to try and do something to get these 24,000 people excited. Put a little bit of a show on for the folks.
After a minute and a half, the West leads at 4-2. Barkley backing in, finding Ewing. He's got both field goals for the East, even up at 4. Sporting News asked the question this week, who's the premier point guard, KJ or Magic? They're both on the floor today. Mullen shooting 53% from the floor for the year for Golden State, misses here. Michael's first shot. King the rebound and puts it in lefty. Malone had it slip through his hands, collision with Barkley, and here's the game's first foul, and it's on Barkley.
And talk about a major collision. Karl Malone running into Charles Barkley. Who gives ground on that one right there? We're talking about two of the bigger fellows in this league. Just a little body block as he tries to dive the lane.
KJ playing in his second All-Star game to Magic, who's in his 11th. Two-man game with Malone. Backs in for the fadeaway, and it won't go. Barkley, baseline. Malone lets him have it, and he hits it. His first bucket. 8-4 East. Magic to the cutting KJ. Now back down low to Robinson. In a crowd, he gets the hook off glass.
It's nice to see all-star players have that type of ball movement. They come in it to be unselfish. They know that the other four guys can get it done on the floor for them. They don't have to be the go-to guy.
Barkley against Malone. Takes it in against him, and Robinson, the league's block shot leader, rejects it. Magic to Kevin, back to Magic with the dish down low, and they couldn't complete it. As Malone juggled it, comes out with a smile on his face. And Michael's pass goes astray. Watch that sequence again, Mike.
Well, as Charles comes in, remember, Charles is just about 6'6". Now he's coming in there by the big timber, and there's the league's block shot leader, Robinson, sending it away.
Kevin Johnson on the dribble, wearing number 41. His usual number is 7. Mullen slicing through. There's Robinson. Ewing got a piece of his arm, but there's no call, much to Mr. Robinson's amazement. Michael. Stolen away from Dumars by Robinson as he cut in front. Then Barkley takes it right back, but loses it out of bounds. It's likely that Kevin Johnson is wearing 41 in honor of his teammate Mark West, who sets the screens and does a lot of dirty work down low for the Suns. Didn't make the All-Star team, but Kevin won't say for sure until after the game is over. Then he says he'll reveal his reasons.
Like those running backs that reward their linemen with those gold watches at the end of a great season. He appreciates what Mark West does for him and that team.
Robinson looks for the tying basket. Jordan skies for the rebound. Turnovers here, especially the East squad, appears to be out of sync, which is understandable. They get one quick practice, and away we go.
And keep in mind that Joe Dumars is not going to give you the same type of push acceleration that a Kevin Johnson and Isaiah Thomas would in this type of a game.
Magic. Ewing another board. Michael on the stutter step. He was fouled. Basket would have counted. As Michael comes to the line, we might note that his free throws have dropped, and dropped significantly every year for 5 straight years. Another look at his move.
Yeah, and one of the reasons could be just that fact right there, that he has gone to the basket so often early in his career and has had to pay the price, meaning taking hard fouls against him, putting him down on the floor to stop him from making the layups, that perhaps he shies away a little bit now and starts to take that pull-up jumper.
He's also such a good defensive player that teams have taken to running him through picks and screens. He catches elbows and hips. They beat him up even when he's on the defensive.
Yeah, a big concern when Doug Collins was there that he had to take Michael off the 2-guard, scoring guard a lot of times, and put him on the point guard. There were too many big screens set against him.
East by 4. Robinson. Ewing comes out of there after the turnover by the West. Dumars to Michael. Daylight from 20. Comes up short. King keeps it alive for the East. King from Michael. And Barkley with the follow. Barkley's second basket. He's got 4. Mullen hits for the first time at the other end. Nice change of hands on the drive.
And that's how the West wants to play today. They want to play open court. They say, look, we're too small to match up against them size, power-wise. We just want to run it in an open game.
East 12, West 8. Dumars, Jordan, double clutch, gets the roll.
And that's what the crowd was waiting for. Michael Jordan to show him a little something.
Six and a half to play first quarter. Malone from just about the tip of his range drills it. 4 for Karl Malone, who's averaging 28 points a game and is second in the league behind David Robinson in rebounds. Robinson on Ewing. In and out for Patrick, and another board for Mr. Robinson. Magic all the way. Misses with the left hand. Stolen away from Ewing by Malone. Magic again. Look at this. 14-12. The East with the lead on the ball. Michael given lots of room. Can't hit it. Barkley in a crowd. Finds Jordan. Great pass from Barkley for the jam.
You think Michael needed a few tickets here for this special weekend?
Over 100, we were told. Magic for 3. He was the MVP of last year's All-Star game. He's been the league MVP, more importantly, 3 of the last 4 years. 5:09 to play in the first. The East has a 16-15 lead. And we're back after this. 41st NBA All-Star game. Bob Costas with Mike Fratello. Here's James Worthy checking in for the West. Alvin Robertson has the ball. He's in the backcourt now with Jordan for the East. The alley-oop intended for Barkley doesn't work, and Worthy has the loose ball. Magic. Clyde Drexler.